Hello guys, how you doing? It's been about 2 weeks since my cruise, and I just wanted to update y'all on how everything's going. So I don't know, I felt like that whole first week I still had like a bit of like I don't know if you could say jet lag, because it wasn't a flight, but we were on the water, and I honestly didn't think that it would affect me. But like after that first or second day, I feel like that boat was, I feel like the ship was really moving. So, I guess you could say I felt a bit of motion sickness, not where I felt nauseous. I felt, it wasn't nausea. It was just like a sense of, I felt woozy. Like it was causing me to feel a bit fatigued. I was had a slight headache, and I just felt like kind of out of it. Like I felt like I constantly needed to lay down. So that's how it had me feeling. And even my sister and my cousin, my daughter didn't really complain much. She said she felt it, but it didn't bother her. But my cousin Becky and my sister definitely said that they felt like it was really moving a lot faster, and it did feel like a little funny. But we had a great time. I had an amazing time. Like, I'm so glad that I went with the people that I went with and everything. I would say that in the future, I would drive myself. I just had some car things, I'm working on or whatever. So that's why I didn't want to take my car. But honestly, the way we rode up there at night, I could have did that on my own car and just parked my car and paid for parking or whatever. So in the future, I'm definitely going to drive myself and the kids up there. And I would say it was a little crowded, I feel like, in the room. We didn't really have that much space to move around. So I would say like it would just have to be me and the kids in the room together if we did like another family trip, and anyone additional would need to have their own room. It would be better. And yeah, I would just like that a little bit more. But and actually on the way up, my daughter's hair, I still had to finish her hair. So I sat in the back seat behind my cousin. So I was like scrunched up in the back seats. And whenever I'm like scrunched up, like in a car for a long period of time, my feet does swell. This has not happened to me since I was like riding in the car with like family back in the day, like driving to New York. My feet would swell really bad. It's been a while. And the only other time I feel like my feet swell up is when I was constantly on my feet moving into my apartment that I'm in now. My feet swell up really bad, and it was swollen for like 2 weeks. Now, this time, like I said, my feet did swell, and it stayed swollen for the entirety of the trip. So, honestly, it was kind of hard to get around. Like, yeah, I walked around and stuff like that. And then going down steps, it felt really pinchy because, you had, like, my foot was, like, really swelly. And then it was going into my ankle, like, when I'm going down the stairs. So it felt pinchy. And, it did, like, whenever we got off the boat to go to, like, Nassau, Bahamas, it felt a little uncomfortable. Then we got off again. Well, I didn't get off, no, did we get off? Yeah, so when we got off the boat to go to Nassau, Bahamas, it felt pinchy. And then the second stop, I forgot, it was a private island. I forgot what it was called. I'm sorry. But I got off there and it felt pinchy as well. And that's when we got off and got in the water. And I felt like it was also a lot more work, like walking in the sand with my swollen feet and everything. And after that second trip, when we got back on the boat, either that day or the next day, a lady saw me sitting off to the side, and then I put my feet in the water when my daughter was in the pool. I didn't really want to get fully in, and the lady was saying, staying in the sun is the worst thing I could do for my feet. She said because the heat will expand my feet, expand the swelling, versus putting it in like cold water will exert some of that the swell. It will bring it down. So she got me to get a little bit more in the water. I didn't get fully in. I just had my feet in the water because I don't like cold. I don't like to be too cold. So if the water's not warm, it's not for me, okay? I prefer to be like in a heated pool, which I did do on the trip. I would get in the heated pool. It wasn't like a jacuzzi. It was heated, I guess, so in case kids could jump in and out. It wouldn't be too hot for them. So they didn't have a jacuzzi, but they did have like a heated tub. So I would get in and out of there because I felt like it was still kind of windy. Like on the trip, it did feel a bit windy. So I'd rather just be in like the warm water. But she got me to get a little bit more so she could get to my feet. And the lady, I don't know her from nothing, a hole in the wall. And she just started like rubbing my feet. And mind you, me as a massage therapist, I was doing it myself, but it's not the same as someone else, you know, like working on you. So she was just like working on my feet and just telling me, you know, just make sure I submerge my feet in cold water. And it instantly was relieving my feet. I felt my feet, I felt like the swelling go down. It was still swole, but it did help some. And she was telling my daughter to rub my feet and everything. She was like, yeah, rub your mama feet. And my daughter, she was like, she is not doing it. And she really didn't. But it's okay. I understand. The way my feet was looking, I guess I really wouldn't want to touch it either. But I don't mind. Like, some people are funny about feet, but I'm not really one of those people. But my daughter sure is. She ain't trying to touch no feet. And my sister's like that too. So, yeah. So the lady definitely helped. And she was telling me, you know, to elevate my feet, which I didn't know. It was just kind of hard to do it. In the little twin bed that I was sleeping on on the trip. That's why I said, you know, next time I'll have my own room. But I did try to elevate it a little bit with pillows. But after the trip, what I did was I put my feet up, like I slept upside down and had my feet up on the headboard, and I slept that way, and that definitely helped bring down the swelling. Yeah, so that definitely helped. We didn't get off the boat at Turks and Caicos because of the swelling in my feet. Next time I definitely will make sure, you know, my feet don't swell up. I'm going to try my best. And I will make sure I get off at Turks and Caicos. It looked really nice from the boat. But honestly, even without getting off, it was just so much stuff to do on the cruise. So I wasn't like pressed for like missing out on anything. They had, you know, the casino. They had all types of events during the cruise. They had this thing I missed out on because I went to a comedy show instead, and they had this thing where it's like the silent party. I never did that before. The silent, and you have like the earmuffs, and you know, side A is listening to a set of music, and then side B is listening to a different side. I didn't do that one, but that's something like. As soon as it ended, I think it was like 10 minutes. I was like, oh, can I get my headset? They was like, no, like, girl, it's over. So that's the only thing I missed out on. And I feel like they only did that in one night, because some of the other events, they would do it like more than once to give people who went to another event time to, and you know, experience it. That one particular event, I think that was the only day or whatever. But the comedy show, it was, but it was like, it was like, it wasn't that funny, but it was just like, you know, little light laughs or whatever. It was alright. It was boring, but it was alright. Hold on. Did that end? Did the call come through? Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Anyway, so what was I saying? I can't even remember. Lord have mercy. Yeah, so with the different events or whatever like that. So the comedy show was a little whack, but I still enjoyed myself, like being there or whatever. I went by myself because the kids, I think they was already tired. And then my cousin wasn't really interested in doing that. I think she either just like was asleep or she just did something else. So we all just would meet up. If it's something like that was different that we wanted to do, we just all like went off and did our own things and got back together. We paid for, I wouldn't say the Wi-Fi, but we paid for like the room communication, whereas everyone in the same room, we can stay in communication with each other using the chat, the cruise chat. So we did that. But what I would say is we did manage to have drinks, but I think I would do the drink package next time, honestly. And I heard, I don't know how true it is or whatever, but what I was told is that everyone in the room has to do the drink package in order for you to get a drink package. But if it's just me and kids in the room, I'm getting the drink package, because none of you know, if they are 21, then they're not required to get it. So my sister, she's 19, and then my daughter is 15. So as long as I'm the only adult, then I should be able to get the drink package, no problem. And I will definitely pay for it, because I just feel like what I noticed being on a trip, I know that I'm not that big of a drinker, but honestly, I feel like I need my drink to taste like something. I don't drink to get drunk. I like the buzz, but I also like to enjoy my drink. I need it to be tasty. And so I'm not really the type of person that has like that need that, you know, that, I don't know how you would say that, liquid ammunition. Like, I don't need to be drunk to dance or to enjoy myself, or, you know, like, I don't really have a need for that liquid courage. I am who I am all the time. So, like, I already feel like I'm on like 100 sometimes. So I don't like, if anything, drinking sometimes makes me tired, you know, whatever. So if I'm dancing or whatever like that, it's not because I'm drunk. It's because that's what I want to do. If I'm sitting there chilling, that's what I'm gonna do. Like, either way, like, so I don't need to drink to do those type of things. I drink because I like the way the drink tastes, or I'm looking for a slight buzz, but I don't drink to get drunk. And I just feel like certain drinks be like nasty, so I did not enjoy the drinks. So I said I'd rather do the drink package, because I just want a cute little pretty drink. Like, that's what I like. I like a cute little funny, like a cute little pretty drink that's gonna give me a little buzz. That's what I prefer. So definitely the drink package next trip. Like I said, if anybody's gonna be in the room, it's gonna be me and a bae, you know, little yeah, or me and the kids. That's it. Like I said, next time I think I will participate in a casino, just a little bit, just to participate, just a little, you know, little, I don't know, maybe a few slot machines. Maybe, I felt like I did years ago when I went to Lake City, I did the craps. Did I say that correctly? I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly, but I did scraps or craps. I think it's craps. I did craps. So I would probably give that a try, and then just, you know, just fuck with the slots a little bit. So I'll do that next try. The only reason why I didn't do it on this trip, because like I said, I was just trying to do like the whole family together thing, and my cousin, she said like the smoke was fucking with her or whatever. I didn't really notice the smoke or whatever, but so I would get her to give that a try next trip. So definitely the drink package, definitely do the casino. And make sure I'm gonna miss out. I'm gonna make sure next time I don't miss out on a little silent party. Another thing, I definitely didn't really find, there was some attractive women there, but it seemed like everybody was booed up. So guess I would definitely have to bring Sam to the beach next time, because it seems like that's what they do. They come coupled up. So kind of missed out on that part. But honestly, I feel like I didn't really miss anything, because I had my family there. We had a great time together. But I don't know if a cruise is somewhere where you could actually meet someone. I'm not saying that you can't, but I mean, that wasn't my situation, so whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. But another thing I could say that I wouldn't do again is like a last minute trip, only because I feel like I learned a lot on a trip. I was told it was gonna be really, really hot, which it was a little, but I felt like it was sometimes where it was really, really breezy. So I just feel like automatically when traveling, a hoodie is necessary. So that's what I learned. Definitely bring my own sunscreen, because it was times where I felt like I didn't put sunscreen on. So definitely make sure I put on sunscreen every day and apply it properly, like an hour, whatever it says, before heading out. Definitely I will do that next time, because the sun got me. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry, my break was over, so I had to get back in there and do my job. But basically, yeah, so I had a wonderful time on the trip. Ever since the lady massaged my foot, well, my feet, my swollen feet, I felt like the swelling did go down some, but after elevating my feet once I was home, it did go down a lot more. I would say it took would I say it took a full week? Maybe a good full week after I got home. So, because it wasn't swollen this weekend. So I would say like a full week, that first week, for that swelling to go down. But also, like I said, I experienced the peeling of my skin was like a lot. Like I'm still, I'll try to insert like a picture of my, of like my back and my arms. And mind you, it's been a few days, and so it was definitely worse. Like I don't see anything on my forehead or my nose. Like it was very visible. Like you could definitely look at me and tail, I was like looking like a chameleon, like shedding my skin, like whatever. So if they shed, I don't know about them things. So but yeah, so that was that. And like I said, I did have a great trip, so I would do another cruise, but I don't know how people do those cruises back to back, because I definitely cannot. And now the cruise to Hawaii sounds super interesting, but I think that's like 5 days there and 5 days back or something like that. It's definitely a lot longer. I believe that's one of the longest trips, the one to Hawaii. So I definitely couldn't do that. I might as well just go to Hawaii and be on land. I could never do, I wouldn't say I couldn't ever, but I would not choose to do such a long trip. I think that 5 days, because that's what it was, a 5-day cruise, I think that is the longest that I could really do on a cruise. I guess the more you do it, you adjust, but that's not something I want to rush into adjusting to. So if I was to do another cruise, it would be 5 days. But honestly, I don't think I want to book another cruise. I think I want to just do a land trip next, honestly. So the next trip I do will most likely be like maybe somewhere in Mexico, because I've never been and I really want to go to Mexico. So probably like Tulum, or I don't know, a few other places. I don't know if Tulum is in Jalisco, but there are a few places in Jalisco. Maybe and this is another place, Cancun. I'm not sure. I don't think that's in Jalisco either, but that is another spot. So like I'm interested in like Mexico City, Cancun, and Tulum. Those are like my top places, but I'm sure there are a few other places in Mexico that I did have on my list that I want to visit. So I just feel like, yeah, Mexico is definitely on my list. Thailand is also another place on my list, but that'll be, I don't think my first trip there would be with the kids, but the next family trip, I do see that being, as far as like to another country, I do see that being Mexico. And I do want us to go to Hawaii together. I think that would be a fun family trip as well. So like Jamaica, Mexico, or Hawaii, I could see those. And like I said, I do believe that would be on land. So that is the plan. So aside from the trip, the wonderful cruise trip, I also last week started the Ozempic. So I only have like a month's supply. So we'll see if my doctor is gonna work with me thereafter. Like, she didn't really want to put me on it, so I'm really just willing to make like a doctor's appointment. Like, hey, I'm already on it, whatever. Let her know, you know, what I've been eating. Maybe show her, you know, I've been documenting my meals, things like that, keeping a log, to see if she's willing to work with me. Because it's like, okay, well, you might as well save me money at this point, because I'm already on it. Apparently, like they say that Ozempic is not really for me because I'm not pre-diabetic or whatever. Well, give me something else. Give me Zepbound, give me Wegovy, give me something. So we'll see what she says. But anyway, I've been on it for a week, and I'm not gonna lie, girl, I don't know, I guess I'm just like weak or whatever, because like I feel like I'm very in tune to my body, and I notice small things. So first of all, I'm very like I'm scared of needles. I mean, like super scared of needles. Like, I can't even do it myself. Like, I thought I was gonna be a big girl and give myself a shot. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't care. And the needle is crazy small. Like, I think on my next video I'll show you my sister giving me the shot, because it's super small, but I still can't do it myself. I just feel like something's gonna go wrong if I do it myself, and I'm gonna like shoot myself extra hard or whatever. Because even when she does it, I like, just wait, because she be too ready for me, because she helps my mom with her shot, because my mother has MS and she helps her with her shot. So I can't do it. I mean, it's so small, but I can't prick myself. But anyway, she did it, and I feel like I did feel it a little bit, but she did prick me. But I mean, I don't know, I guess it's just one of those things where they say, okay, well, it's pressure, not pain. I think pressure is pain. Anyway, it didn't really hurt that much, but I did feel the needle prick my skin. Okay, because I guess I have sensitive skin or whatever, so I did feel the prick. And I don't think that's something I can do myself. But what I can say, it was very quick and easy. The directions for the Ozempic is super easy. Yeah, it's super easy to use. But I only have a month's supply, and of course I'm starting at the 0.25 as recommended. And what I can say is that shit does work. That shit does work. Immediately, I feel like my appetite has curved a bit. And honestly, I think it does have me feeling a little woozy. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I do need to up my water intake. So shame on me. I think that could be part of the issue. I could be a little dehydrated. So I need to work on hydrating. I need to drink more water. So I am doing that. And then like every other day I try to drink like a Celsius, because I heard that's pretty good with like burning fat too. But I think that's like if you're super active. Like I work at a desk. Yeah. So but anyway, so I call myself doing something by adding those Ozempic. Oh, give me 1 second, y'all. All right now. Look ahead. Your girl scored her some Ozempic. We're going to try it out. See if it do what it do. Good morning, y'all. So I never finished the video. I never finished discussing the Ozempic that I just started or whatever. So here I am. I'm back, y'all. Like I said, I got a little caught up yesterday and got some phone calls that kind of threw me off, and I just drove and got home, took a shower, went to bed. So basically with the Ozempic, I did notice it was a little tingly after the shot, but it could have just been in my head also, because like I said, I'm a punk, so I feel every little thing. So it did feel a little tingly, but I guess it's just the Ozempic doing its work, you know, doing its little magic. Right away, I would say like within a day or two, I did maybe at least 2 days, I did feel like already it was curving my appetite. Now to be perfectly honest, I don't think that I was drinking enough water, so I did feel a little funny, like maybe like the 3rd or 4th day in, I felt a little funny. So I am definitely trying to do better at drinking more water. I go on and off. Sometimes I do really good and I drink, you know, at least like 4 or 5 bottles, and then sometimes I'll drink like 2 to 1. Like sometimes I just fall off. So as the weather does warm, I do tend to drink more water. And if I do drink water, like especially during like the winter season, I usually just drink it room temp. I know, probably y'all probably like this, like but I just don't like really cold water. I think maybe it irritates my teeth. I don't know. I just don't like it really, really cold. It's shocking for me. But in the summertime, it is more quenching when it's hot. So that's that. So I am trying to do better at drinking more water, and I'm thinking that's why sometimes Ozempic makes me feel a little woozy. It feels a little funny. Besides that, my cousin had already told me, she was like, she said, you know, you're not gonna be able to eat those sweets. You gotta, you know, be careful with the sweets and alcohol. No alcohol. So no alcohol, that's not a problem, like I said, because I'm not a big drinker. I don't really care about that. But the the sweets, I definitely cut back. And what's crazy about it is I don't even feel bad about cutting it back. Do I still eat some sweets? Yes. Do I eat as much? No, I do not pig out. Because I'm a big pastry girl. Like your girl, I'm a biggin, like, well, not a biggin. That's not a good term to use. I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm a true fatty. Like I love cakes, danishes, brownies, all the cakey stuff, right? So I call myself cutting me, I had made some coffee cake, right? Like, why am I making coffee cake? But I made some coffee cake and it was really good. So I guess it was super sugary with the crumbs and all of that. Like it was super sugary. So I had a big piece of coffee cake and I had some hot chocolate, which I jizzed up with a little cold foam and a little creamer and all that. You know, sugar, right? That's my problem. So I did that. I went upstairs. I don't even think I ate half the coffee cake. And I did finish the whole hot chocolate though. And then I just started feeling crampy and nauseous, man. And mind you, this was before work. It was just coming out every which way. I did make it to the bathroom, but still, like I was back and forth in the bathroom, and it just blew me away. Like I was exhausted. I was done. I could not go to work that day, and I just slept pretty much the rest of the day away. So I learned my lesson, and from then on, I've been cutting the sweets. So like today, I did have a little piece of Danish. definitely not my normal size, but I definitely had a little piece of Danish and some coffee. And I used like the Splenda, and I only used like 1 pack of Splenda when I did my coffee with some creamer. That was it. So I definitely have cut back on the sweets. I'm trying to just do more like simple sugars, you know, like introducing more fruits. Sometimes I don't buy fruits because I feel like they get wasted in the house. Like normally I want to make sure there's enough for the kids, because sometimes my daughter, she really likes sweets. I mean, you know, she really likes fruit. So I try to make sure it's enough for her, but sometimes she get her mood where she doesn't want certain fruits, or she'll do like the mangoes over the bananas or whatever, and then something gets wasted and I'm mad because nothing got eaten. I hate wasting money. I hate wasting food. So I don't always eat the fruit. But now I'm like, well, you know, I gotta take care of myself too. So I am starting to eat the fruit in the house as well. So I've been eating more fruit. So like today I got my grapefruit and I got my melon. Then I did get like a granola bar because my sister, she likes the granola bar. So I had got her some, and I just took one to work. It was like the caramel one. It's Nature's Valley, I think. And it's like it looks really good. It has like the drizzled caramel and stuff on it. I think it has nuts. I'm not really sure, but right, I don't know. But anyway, I grabbed one of those, so that looks actually pretty good. So I'm gonna have that. So this is my second week now, and again, like after the shot, I felt a little funny. That could just be I'm dehydrated, so I feel things a little bit more than I naturally would if I was actually hydrated, I'm guessing. So but so far so good. I'm not really feeling like nauseous or anything like that, I guess because I am actually cutting back on the sweets as I should. But I got 2 shots left, and then like I said, I'm gonna make an appointment with my doctor before my last dosage, I think. And I like, hey, what's up? Like, you gonna put me on something? Like, what we gonna do? See if she's willing to help me out to get some more. So that is the plan. And I've been pretty fine at work. I feel like maybe because I am trying to drink more water, that I am going to the bathroom more frequently. Yeah. So I think that, but that's not such of a bother. I just go into personal and then go to the bathroom. That's not a big deal. And my supervisor doesn't really say anything like that. So I'm not really worried on that. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I could get some more, because I feel like this is a really great jump start to help me get down on the weight. I have not been on the scale yet. I don't feel any different as far as weight. I think you do need to be on it more than a month before you actually going to see some results. So I mean, like I said, this was just a cute little jump start, but I am going to have to get some more. Yeah, because I think, yeah, that was just like a month's supply, I believe. I think it was a month's supply. Lord, I wonder if I was doing it right. You know what? Come to think about it, I think that was a month's supply though. I gotta ask. Oh my gosh! Like after the pen, was I supposed to throw it away? I think I was supposed to throw it away though. I know. I'll get back to you on that. I hope I wasn't wasting this shit. Golly, only me, right? Nah, that was a month's supply. I could have sworn my cousin was like, that's a month's supply. Lord, if she said 4 months instead of a month, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, that's what I can say. So I gotta figure that out. But anywho, so this morning I got up because I really like to see the girls get out and do the whole, the stepping, the dancing, the line dancing. So I had learned, I was with some people and they taught me how to do the boots on the ground. And when I went on the cruise, I was mad because I meant to practice so I could do them out. I could do them, but I didn't practice and I didn't want to look like a fool, so I didn't do it. And them girls was getting down and I was like, yes, I love it. So it looks like a few more that came out that I don't know mostly any of them. So I've been practicing because it's a big thing now. It's like a whole thing, and they're doing it everywhere. And I heard there's a couple places in Charlotte that's doing it. And then I looked on Instagram, and I believe this weekend, I don't know if I want to go because it's like I drive to week. I drive out the whole week. I'm back and forth Monday through Friday, driving back and forth to work. So I don't know if I want to do it on Saturday as well, because it's a break for me. But that's another reason why I just want to get ahead and move up there, because I'm missing out. It's nothing like that here. And I really want to participate. I want to go to the little thingy. They have like an event. They have several events, but particularly there's one this weekend that I want to go to. They got a little mechanical bull, which I'm not getting on. But they have a mechanical bull. They have food. They have music. They just have a lot going on. And I really want to go out there. It's just to drive home and be like, ugh. Get tired of driving, an hour there and an hour back. And then looking for parking and everything. That's something I will have to get used to anyway, if once I do finally move out there. So it's just more so like the driving all the way there. It's like, well, do I just wait till I move out there then, start going to the events, or do I do it now? I don't know. It really just depends on how I feel. Today is Wednesday. So when it gets closer to Friday, I'll make a decision on whether or not I'm coming back out Saturday and heading to Charlotte. Then I was thinking about like maybe I should meet up with somebody. Maybe I should ask my aunt or someone from work if they're gonna go. But I'll just see if the kids feel like going, and if they don't feel like going, then I probably just won't even go at all. If the kids want to go, it'll just be me, my sister, and my daughter. It'll just be us, like it always is, just us. So we'll see. We will see. So I don't even know why I bother with makeup. I don't think I'm good at it, and I guess I need some new brushes, because I feel like I have some hair on my face. It's kind of itchy, so I'm looking for that brush I had in my bag. I have it. There we go. So that way I could just, because it feels like little stray hairs. I guess looking for the brush. It's on my face. I'm trying not to dig in my face. So let's try to get those, like wherever it feels a little itchy. Yeah. But anywho, that's that. So and then about the move, I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to like and it's so true. I was talking to my mother, and my mother was like, girl, I'm always getting myself into something. And that's true. I do get myself into stuff, right? Because like I was saying, I really been wanting to move down that way for a long time now. So I'm just like, fuck, I need to push myself and do it. So I was thinking about taking one of my commission checks and just like paying and doing it. Now when I say paying and doing that, I have to pay to break my lease. To break my lease, I would have to pay 2 times the rent plus whatever the rent is for that month, pretty much. I would have to pay 2 times the rent, and then I guess whatever, if I have to put it out a deposit or whatever like that to move into the new place, as well as paying for the move itself, and doing deposits for electricity and all that again, right? Wow. So it's like, do I do that, or do I just let my lease run out? And the only reason why I was thinking of just go ahead and doing it is because if I wait for my lease to run out, that's putting me into December. So do I really feel like driving back and forth for an hour at a time? Do I feel like doing this shit anymore? Like, I really don't feel like doing this shit. And also, besides that, like, I hate my baby always being the new girl. So I figured if she does it at the beginning of school, like August, beginning of school is like August, around August, I figured it would be better for her. That's what I should have did. She got out of the lane. But I feel like maybe it'd be easier for her to make new friends and fit in and things like that if I switch her school at the beginning of the school year versus in December. But it would be better for my pockets, definitely. So I don't know, do I just stick it out? And I really try to be frugal, keep money in my pockets, and that would actually give us more to do if I did stay there and wait till my lease run out. So I am starting to think about that, but I just feel like me waiting, I feel like it's never going to happen also. So we'll see. I need to make better decisions, so I need to really think on this some more. Yeah. And then also my brother, we said that we was going to do something like he started looking for some houses out here, and then possibly I'll just rent to him. He rents to me, basically. But honestly, depending, when I was looking at the prices, we were looking at some of the prices of some of the homes, and honestly, it was just looking like maybe I would get cheaper rent if I was just to go to like a low income little apartment thingy versus through him. Like, I feel like my rent would be more if I rented through my brother, only because the mortgage rates and things like that or whatever really aren't that cheap. They're cheaper than some places, some larger cities, but no, it's not that cheap, to be honest. So I don't know, I might be better off just renting through on my own. So we'll see. Everything we will see. But I gotta start doing some more research. I was looking at the schools in the area of 2 other places that I'm looking at. So I did message them and let them know that I'm interested in going on a tour to view the apartments. So hopefully maybe sometime next week I can view these apartments that I'm looking at. But I definitely want to go cheap. I could definitely afford to do a nicer, more expensive apartment, but I don't want to do that. Like, the whole purpose is to save money. You know, I do want to, you know, get some other things into play. Like, I do want to start investing. I do want to do my emergency fund. You know, things like that that I done dug in, you know, and use for the first move. So, I do want to, you know, get my financials in order first. So, and if I get like a apartment that it's not as much, it'd be easier for me to do that, you know, to build back up. And like I said, I do have dreams of moving. I don't know if I'm just gonna end up just moving to another state, or if I'm really gonna try, you know, another country in a couple years. And if that's really gonna be a thing, I want to save as much as possible. Which brings me to another point. Everybody is telling me, so I've been looking, and one of the main places that I'm looking at, which is Thailand, they don't allow you to do massage therapy. And why would I want to? Even if I was to work there, you don't really get paid as much doing so. You don't get paid that much. So why would I want to do that versus some other things that I could do and make more, right? Right. So, and if that's so, then do I really want to spend money and take the test to get my license anymore? And I'm a good ass massage therapist, but if it don't, if it holds no value anymore, why the fuck would I do that? Now, it would help me here, like in the States. So it's like, do I do it now as a backup just in case the shit at Spectrum don't work out? That sounds like a plan. But it really, long-term, for my long-term goals, it doesn't really do much for me. So, I don't know. But, yeah, so that's that. But another thing that I said I may have mentioned that I'm into, that I'm interested in, is becoming a travel agent. And I'm really ready to jump on that shit this summer, but I don't really want to be the person that doesn't complete things and just jump on the next thing. Because who's to say I'll do that with the travel agent thing? So I really need to get back into massage. So I think I need to start watching my videos again, so that way it'll motivate me to study, so I can get this test and pass this motherfucking test. As soon as I pass this motherfucking test, like I said, it'll just be a backup, and I'm gonna pursue the travel agent thing, because I really wanted to do that this summer. I wanted to start doing that this summer, because that's something, like I said, I want to try to get into travel and tourism, and that's the thing that I want to do abroad. Yeah, that's what I want to get into. That is the plan. So like I said, I'm on my way to work now. Today's gonna be a good day. Hopefully I do well. Hopefully I get some sales in, because I know the month of May my commission is gonna be mad low. Well, that'll be my August, which sucks because that's around back to school time, and I definitely could use that money, especially if I am moving. But I fucked up. Like, I didn't get that many sales before the trip, and it's already the end of the fiscal, so it's going into the next month now. So my August commission is gonna be trash. It'll be just like the base. That's nobody. So yeah, I was told to look at it from a different angle. Like, look at it like at least I'm still getting a little extra, but it's not really extra if I'm used to I'm just used to a certain income. So no, so I definitely, even if it was like 1,000, that shit would have been straight. My last commission was almost 2,000, and then my next commission coming up, that one's gonna be like 2 and change. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 and change. So, and then the one after that, that's the one that's gonna be like the base, like 500, like trash. So, I really need it to be like 2 and better. That helps me. It definitely helps me. oh, fucked up. So I gotta get back on track. So I gotta stop being a negative Nancy and get back on track so I can get this money, so I can meet these plans and support my girls and get us out the house. You gotta have money to do just about any damn thing. So sorry, but yeah, that's that. So yeah, so basically I'm just working on trying to drop this weight, because I promise you, the way I look and the way I feel be two different things. Like, if you cannot tell me, like, in my head I'm not God's gift to the world, and I am. Shit, fuck it, I am. But them rolls, they gotta go. Okay, I don't want to be on the back no more. Nope. I just want to be nice and smooth. A nice smooth back. I could be a big girl, but I'd rather have a smoother back, honestly. And I do want to work on becoming more flexible. I've always wanted to try pole dancing, so that's something else I want to do. I just want to do everything that I've always wanted to do, you know. So I need to be more fit. I don't have to be small, but I definitely want to be fit, and I think you can be big and fit. I've seen girls, so, and I'd like to be one of them. So that's a goal for me. So hopefully on this journey you continue to watch my little boring videos and see me accomplish these goals that I have for myself. Because like I said, if my lazy big ass can do it, yeah, you can do it too. You can really do it too. But that's the end. That is it. That is all for now, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good day.